God made a covenant with Abraham, including the Jews. He said to Abraham, I will give to you and your offspring after you the land of your sojourns, the whole land of Canaan, as an everlasting possession. This was known as the Promised Land. The land reflects the country which is known as Israel today. Unfortunately, the Jews broke the promise. For this reason, they had to go into exile in Egypt and be used as slaves. Finally, Moses comes and becomes a hero. He managed to let the Israelites out of Egypt. Yay!
The Israelites lived under the King David, followed by King Solomon.
When King Solomon died, the land was ripped into two parts, Israel and Judah. Assyria and Babylonia attacked and take over the land. Assyria overawed Israel and Babylonia over Judah. The Jews had nowhere else to go and were all spread out. This was known as diaspora.
After a long period of time, Israel was converted to Palestine, which was now ruled by the Romans.
Later, when a man known as Muhammad builds a whole new religion, which is Islam, the religion stretches all across the Arabian countries. At the same time, the Jews were suffering because no countries wanted to accept them. Then, in 1516, the Ottoman Turks take over Palestine. After World War I, the Middle East countries were under Britain's control. World War I occurs. At this time, Great Britain believes and states that the Promised Land is a promise and therefore belongs to the Jews. Woohoo! The Arabs felt disturbed and insulted because they thought that the Jews should have no right in conquering the land. However, in World War II, under the control of Hitler, many Jews were killed. This made the Jews furious and wanted the Promised Land back even more. Woo! Great Britain was unable to deal with the problem, and so they asked UN for help. The conclusion was brought into the country, splitting in two. Arabs became frustrated because they were being compared with the size of the land and the population. They thought that the Jews had too much space compared to their population. Israel finally became an independent country in May 14, 1589.